Hey, MrGreatshot here. Today I'm going to do a video, and it might make some of you uncomfortable. I'm not necessarily comfortable talking about it because I think it's a closet problem with the majority of firearm owners, gun enthusiasts, what have you. I think it's a problem that hasn't been addressed, and my wife has pointed it out to me. My mother's pointed it out to my dad, and I've noticed other individuals around me. We all have the same problem, and it's a terrible thing to admit. I think it's not a crime, not yet anyway, but it could be. And by now you're wondering, well, what the hell is he talking about? I wish he'd get on with it. Well, I'm going to tell you, okay? Here's my Glock 27, by the way, my Generation 4 Glock 27. I'm going to check it and make sure it's not loaded anymore, which it was, see? So it's not now though, okay? And I want to adjust the camera just a little bit. Let me adjust it just a hair. There we go. Alright. And over here, we have my Glock 19 Generation 4. I'm going to check it to make sure it's not loaded. There it is. Okay. Now the problem that I think that a lot of us have is not necessarily curable. And some may view this video and go, you're full of shit. Some may view this video and go, he has a point, which I don't know what my point is. I'm just letting you know there's a problem, and it's in the closet. Okay. And I'm just using these two Glocks as an example because I didn't want to pull out a bunch of other guns. And besides that, I don't keep most of my guns where I'm at. I keep them at a different location. So, anyways, I'm talking about gun fondling. Okay? The fondling of firearms, you know, where you hold them and you touch them and you work them, and you know, a lot of people call it practice dry firing, and they do this, but really what it is gun fondling. You know, I find myself sometimes I'll be watching TV and I will pick up no particular firearm in particular, and of course I will safety check it, but then I will start have it in my hand and act like I'm aiming it and working the action and feeling it and feeling the nice coldness of the steel and the texture of the finish and the grip. Oh, and that crisp squishy trigger. Man, what a Glock. Oh, my black bitch. Yeah. You're an ugly black bitch. Oh, I'm sorry. Gun fondling. Yes. This is an ugly gun. There's nothing pretty about these guns. In particular, these two Glocks. Okay. They have squishy and then crisp break triggers. Okay. They're not really customized in any way. Mine are not. They're bone stock. With the exception of I had to add a beaver tail. So my black bitch here didn't bite my fat hand. She's the only one that does it to me. She's the only one that gives me attitude. The other ones don't give me attitude. Sorry, I got carried away again. Anyways, gun fondling. I think it's a problem that has not been addressed. And I think gun owners need to admit it, that they have a problem. Gun fondling. Okay? They look at their guns and they feel their guns. They work the actions. They snap the triggers. Some people clean them obsessively and oil them. And treat them like their jewelry. Treat them like their art. You know, they put them in padded cases. They lock them in high security safes. And I don't blame them. But some people do. Some people would call you a psycho. Some people would call you demented, delusional, weird. I have found that there's a culture in this country that think that people that gun fondle and people that collect guns and fondle them are looked upon as socially unacceptable, socially inept, and all they would have to do is turn on their computer and look at the gobs of YouTubes out there, and people are sharing their firearms and sharing their experiences. I wouldn't call that socially inept or introverted or psycho. I think people are proud of their firearms. I think people are happy to have them. But gun fondling can be a problem, I guess. So I just wanted to take a moment and discuss gun fondling. Not really any real point to it, but it does happen. And it is real, people. And if you are one of those, you need to come out of the closet. It will free your soul. I are one. I'm a gun fondler. I admit it. Guilty. Can't help it. I have succumbed to this. Ugly guns, sexy guns, fat guns, skinny guns, weak guns, strong guns, magnums, unique, old, antique, futuristic. It doesn't matter. I like to fondle all of them. I am non-racist with firearms. I like all different colors, all different makes, all different calibers. I really don't care where they come from. I like them. And if that makes me weird, introverted, psycho, demented, socially unacceptable, well then you, sir or ma'am, are the one that have the problem thinking that. I have no problem at all showing you my firearms. Just a public service video from yours truly, MrGreatshot. Remember, people, be kind to your fellow men, and guns don't go off by themselves. Later.